Namaste, Sat Shri Akal, Adab, hello and welcome to PMC English. And this is Parinitha welcoming you to a beautiful series of episodes called as Spiritual Glossary, Season 2, my dear friends. Hope you have watched the Season 1. There are about 100 episodes, Season 1, my dear friends. So do watch it. Do watch all the words, all the phrases. They are really enlightening. They are really beautiful, illuminating, to say the least. So, my dear friends, today's word for today's episode is called vanity. We all understand vanity, we listen to the word called vanity, and everywhere we have vanity fairs. When you go into the Bollywood and the Hollywood industries, they have vanity vans, vanity fairs. But then what exactly is vanity all about? What is being vain mean? How does one recognize if you are vain or if you have vanity? That is what we are going to understand today, my dear friends. So, without any further delay, let us start understanding the word called vanity in this episode of Spiritual Glossary. Those who have a tendency towards showing off and vanity are better off to stay away from the teaching. Stop teaching if you have vanity, because the teaching can be a very fertile ground for the development of their vanity. And vanity takes you away from your own center or your own self and lets you live in a world of unreality and hallucination. And vanity develops in those who are weak-minded but have strong imagination and power of identification with the things they read and study. Vanity creates blood diseases and glandular malfunctions, and in social life it manifests as suppressive activities. And vanity generally can be cured through great failures and embarrassments under the blows of the hammer of karma. So vanity makes you want to make other people as well as yourself believe that you have things that no one else has. Vanity is like a check which has no funds to back it up, and the man lives signing checks without considering the damage he is doing for himself and others. Vanity is the creation of a second, third and fourth image of yourself. When you create false images of yourself, eventually those images become you and you become a Mickey Mouse instead of becoming yourself. Your real self becomes lost in something fabricated by your mind, and you cannot be your true self. When one is caught by vanity, his mind is empty, as he is not in his mental body but in the image he built for himself. So vanity is a thought form of the false image of ourselves, and we literally live, move and have our being in this image. And our mental body is empty of ourselves as we are somewhere else or in something else. A vanity is a false image that we build about ourselves and then accept as ourselves. And we operate in that false self. We think, speak and act conditioned by that false self. Because we are identified with that false self, it is very difficult for us to know about the situation and detach ourselves from the false self. And what are the major vanities? The major vanities are that you think you know things, but in reality you don't. Second one, you think you have things in which in reality you don't. Third one, you think you can do certain things which in reality you can't. And the fourth one, you think you have achieved certain spiritual heights which in reality you have not. And how are they formed? How are vanities formed, my dear friends? Vanities are formed by post-hypnotic suggestions, and flattery builds vanity. And vanity is also built by showing off to impress other people and to use them for your own advantage. And vanity is also built by fear. When a person is promoted very soon, before his integrity is built, he develops vanity. And vanity is developed in people when they inherit a large amount of money or its equivalent or a position from being born in a wealthy or a royal family. And also when people give more value and more honor to you than what you really are, you develop vanity. People create a certain vanity in you when they make you believe their promises. What do they do is, vanities make you artificial. Second is, vanities make us play games. Third one is that vanity imposes its image on your true self and makes your true identity disappear. Then When your true identity leaves its center, you also lose the ability to reason and your logic deteriorates. And vanity makes it impossible for your true self to manifest and run your life. And also, vanity prevents your true progress in life because your vanities become your standards. And vanities are like a heavy blanket thrown upon the fields of flowers. The flowers of your nature will not be able to grow and flower as long as they are trapped under the blanket of your vanities. And vanity occurs when you don't have something, but you think you have it. When you think you are, but you aren't. And vanity is not only the pretension of possessing things which you do not have, or the pretension of doing things which you are not able to do, or the pretension of knowing things which you do not know. It is also a declaration of things you have, you know, and you do with the intention of gaining self-interest and accumulating power over other people. Isn't it interesting, my dear friends? So this is today's word for today's episode, my dear friends. This is the parameter, or this is the checklist by which you and I or anybody can understand ourselves. Are we vain or not? Do we have vanity or not? So this particular word has been taken from the following books written by Torquem Saradarian, my dear friends, which are Challenge for Discipleship and the Psyche and Psychism. So that's it for now. That's it for today, my dear friends. I'll see you again next time. Till then, take care of yourself. Do meditation continuously and regularly, because that is what will bring you great enlightenment, great wisdom, and great understanding of everything about life. So till then, take care of yourself, and this is Parinitha Patri signing off for now. Thank you. Namaste.